Hello Leo, welcome to Tarot Predictions. I'm Rad and let's see what awaits you in March 2017. And when I run through your cards, guys, I will not lie to you, I wish I can draw these cards for Scorpio, because I'm Scorpio. So you will be under the influence of the Six of Wands during this month, guys. And the second card here marking your challenges or what will be the obstacles for you is the Five of Pentacles. I know it looks bad, but it's not actually bad. We will go through there in a second. Then the third card is the positivity that you will be able to bring in this month. That's the Four of Cups. And last but not least, so-called the final outcome, or where the whole thing is gonna lead you. That's the Six of Swords. It's just fantastic. So first, let's talk about your career with the Six of Wands. It seems that you're doomed to have success. Old troubles, old misunderstandings, conflicts, they are about to be set aside this month. It is because you will charge yourself toward a greater heights. So people will recognize you, people will recognize your job, people will be grateful for your job, you will be able to start presenting yourself as just one is, and a help may come also in your way if you're not, if you don't have the resources to deal alone with a particular project you're attending, or you do have troubles to execute something that you're asked for, particular help will come. Anyway, this card highly speaks that you may be promoted this month or having a raise, receiving bonus. Something very positive is going to happen into your career, and those people will also want to follow you, so they will see you as someone who can be also a leader into the career field and into the job. So they will come for you to advise. Followers, people, is what I'm talking about here. People will trust you there, and that personal recognition comes also with certain responsibilities, guys, just so you know. So you can't afford to present yourself weak in front of others. And this is where the second card comes, people. That's the Five of Pentacles for your career. Excuse me. That card rather speaks for you feeling insecure for the big steps that you're about to take here for charging toward your success. So this card doesn't mean that something really will fail, something is not stable enough, you lack resources, or these kind of things. It's your doubts of your personal capabilities and your doubts of your personal success, that you can actually reach success, is what's going to obstruct you. So only thing I can say for your career here, people, is don't doubt in yourself, don't doubt in your capabilities, especially for those brand new ideas or for some projects that are willingly given to you, that will actually present you a challenge and will allow you to kind of expand your set of skills, or raise your limits of what you can work. This is what you need to charge for and need to go for in order to have that personal recognition and probably promotion or a raise. And feeling insecure, uncomfortable of doing it, so feeling doubtful in one's success, is what can obstruct you from now on during March 2017. Then the the third card is what marks it marks your positivities. So that card into this position, people, for career, it does mean that you do realize that even if you did a great job in the past, it's not enough anymore. This is your realization. This is the positivity here. So we do have an insecurity that you have to move forward, but in the same time, and you have to take on challenges, but in the same time, you do realize that you gotta do it, because whatever you have achieved, yeah, you still, feeling proud of it and still receiving probably appreciation from the others, but that soon will fade away, and you need to keep on the motion. You need to keep on whatever feeds your self-esteem and does it is where the courage will come from you, you know, realization that you cannot stay on the same place actually, and realization that one career is constant improvement. You have to go further, you have to search a way how to improve one skill, you gotta search a way how you can improve one knowledge. Thus, rare opportunities will be presented to you, it seems, and it is up to you which one you're gonna take. Suggestion of the card is to take one that fills you with emotions rather than the one who gives you the most financial gains. But at the end of the day, it is up to you what makes you happy, you know. So here is that card urges you not to rely on past achievements and the good attitude towards you that is based on past achievements. You know, you constantly have to keep on the good work. This is what I'm trying to tell you here, and you will be able to. And the more you're doing it, the more devotion you have to your career, and the more you give a maximum % of yourself, the more followers you will win, the more friends you will win into your working place, and the more responsibilities as well will be given to you, which means the raise, the promotion, or these kind of things. So don't be afraid to open yourself and to think big and to not be satisfied for what you have achieved so far. Then at the end, the culmination here, Six of Swords, fantastic people. First of all, it seems that you have finally been conquering the fear to improve your one's circumstances. So now we are seeing you here ready to make that step. But how the step is going to be made with the Six of Swords? Through communications. That will be the virtue here. Communicating with this person, with that person, combining them, convincing them in your approach, in your goal, into the way you want to act into that particular situation, or in these particular situations you will have, because everything will be a chain of events that will lead you to one goal. And when that card shows up, especially for career, I would like to say that as only thinking about where you want to find yourself is just not enough. You got to start doing something and relying on your personal achievements, relying on your personal previous experience and previous achievements, from the past. You will be able to collect that courage to present brilliant solutions for troubles that could not be solved before, just because they were not your colleagues or your supervisors will not be able to think outside of the box. This is what is needed in order to solve those old problems that are actually obstructing your company to move forward. Something to look outside of the box and present a brilliant solution to them, and that will be you, Leo. So congratulations, you can expect something very, very good to happen in your career. And same goes into your relationship, guys, with these cards, the main influence here. So it does seem that you are about to charge yourself into some peak emotions, peak experience into your relationship. This card, however, can't burn you. So you got to be very mindful how possessive you are toward your partner. It seems that you will be the one on charge with this card. It seems that you will be the one who are going to lead the relationship. And this card also generally speaks for a lot of sex, a lot of empathizement, a lot of hanging out, devoting additional time to one relationship, making your partner feel loved. And basically that is the peak. And because it's the peak, this is the key here. Is the peak of relationship suits you well? Is it something that you have hoped for? If so, then you have found your person in your long-term relationship. If not, well, consume it as far as you can and then move on. Now the next one, it is what will it's what is going to obstruct you, into your relationship, the Five of Pentacles, people. So for relationship, this is the doubt that you will have in your partner. This is the doubts of you having in your partner. How much do they love you? How faithful they are towards you. Very serious card, not for the career reading, but for relationship reading. It could really get to you, probably because sometimes you're not being able to get what you want from your partner, the attention, the attitude, or the passion, and this will really throw you off. So it speaks for a very sensitive period of time will be March for you, where you will feel very emotionally drained and emotionally unhappy when your partner is not committed as you are. And this will force you to think, really, are they loving you the way you love them, with the magnitude you love them, with the measure you love them. And this may create a little bit of turmoil and a little bit of conflicts, excuse me, into your relationship. So be mindful of that. With the Five of Pentacles, these doubts usually are without any soil. What I mean is that they are pointless, they are in vain. So again, don't make a harsh actions. And then we are going to the Four of Cups, people, which is what will act in your favor into your relationship. And the Four of Cups is the realization that even though the relationship stays in good place, even though you have your doubts, it is time to make some changes. It is time to move on. And even though abundant in one relationship, getting attention that you desire, or sitting into a very solid ground with the relationship, though you are feeling insecure, yes, who doesn't? But in the same time, your partner doesn't giving you any signs that they're going to leave you. They don't give you any signs that they are cheating on you and these kind of things. So you're about to learn that this isn't enough. This isn't enough to have a faithful partner, and you have to start working for more. So as we said about the Four of Cups is an opportunities. Yes, you will have those opportunities to shake the to kind of make a move in the wind into one relationship, to bring up some fresh air in it. So I can't say that it will be through surprises, but it will be through newly found emotions expressed. It will be through a suggestions for an activity that will create a newfound emotions, new passions into your relationship, and you need to aim for them. So not being you can be happy for where you're finding yourself into your relationship, okay? But you need to realize, and you will realize, that will be the positivity here. You will realize that you got to add more into it, and it is where these rare opportunities will lie for you, and you gotta catch them so you can improve it as fast as you can. And then with the Six of Swords, here we are seeing you again speaking with your partner, talking about what you really understand of where the relationship should go forward, and thinking of the fears and speaking for the fears you have, speaking for the insecurities you have. So it's basically you opening up in front of them. And when you do so, Leo, you will see that in the reality there were nothing for you to be afraid of. They were probably also, your partner also were feeling insecure, and this is actually will be a very positive move from your behalf, because this way you will clear a truth that haven't been spoken before. You will see the situation is not as bad as you think it is, and it is from where you will reach that culmination, that peak experience with your partner, which will be a wonderful thing. So I hope that this will be a very pleasant enterprise, and a brand new beginning for you into the existing relationship. For those single guys, few words I want to say for those singles here. They will be very attractive. They will kind of being I don't know the correct word in English. That's very peculiar and stupid. And I looked at it before I start doing that video. So they will have a lot of attention coming into their way. It is the way I'm going to express it. Some people, however, who want to give them attention will not be brave enough to approach them. And this will really shrinks the opportunities you will have to make a particular relationship. We are talking about here searching for love. And just because you do have your high standards here with the Five of Pentacles, this is, I want to be honest with you guys, and this is what you will think. Okay, I'm taking care of myself. Probably I'm going to the gym every day. I'm making my makeup. You know, I look pretty, okay? I look pretty, or at least I look average. Why doesn't no one wants to be with me? Why does no one approaches me? You know, it is because you are presenting yourself in front of others as a big fish, and they are just scared. They're afraid. So the very least, you have to give them a little bit of hint that you like them before they can really collect that courage to approach you. This is the thing here. And here with the four of cups, it's this is also a positive card here, because it seems that you are already will become in peace with your previous emotions of disappointment, and you will be enough fed up with the routine you have, fed up with the routine being alone, and there it is where you will search for these opportunities with, I'm not saying random people, but you will give a chance to the more people than usual. So be prepared for that, for lots of hanging out, for lots of spending time with friends in the bar, in the park, or socializing. It is what I'm trying to say. And then the Six of Swords. So that card for you may come as a little bit surprise, where you will meet someone which will kind of make you feel insecure. And here are real doubts. Should you or should you not jump into it, commit into it, give yourself into it? Generally, the card suggests that you should, but as with these suggestions, also it is very vital for you, Leo, to kind of try to talk with that person. What are their feelings toward you? What are their intentions toward you? And what they expect from you. Only this way you will shrink and diminish the fear you have, and you will be more clear of what direction you need to take. But the opportunity for you is there, guys, for finding someone that you can have at least temporary relationship, and you don't have to feel alone anymore. Or it could suggest that you will find a very, very trusted friend. One is sure, guys, a lot of attention is coming in your way, so be prepared for giving a lot of your private time to others. With that being said, people, that was your Taroscope for March 2017. And if you find this video remotely helpful, please like and subscribe. And with that being said, people, you have a great one, and see you next time. Bye.